Alright, hi everyone. So today we're going to look at Trapmaster. I was going through r/playmygame and I saved this about 2 weeks ago, and I thought it looked interesting. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. So the first thing we're going to look at is just the Reddit page itself that's advertising the Steam page. And you've got a GIF. It's pretty high quality. You can see what's going on. The visual clarity is good. And what I especially noticed here is that it's telling me what genres this thing is, but it's not comparing itself to other games, right? So it's not saying, oh, it's like Slay the Spire meets Dungeon Keeper, right? It's going by genres, not games, and that's always good, because I maybe haven't played Slay the Spire, or I maybe haven't played Dungeon Keeper, so I don't know what those games are, and I'm not comparing them to it, right? So if you say it's like Slay the Spire, and then my favorite part of Slay the Spire is in your game, I might be disappointed. So it's just saying, I am these two genres, here's what my game looks like, and you can see that the effects look pretty good. So all of that is really, just all of these sort of fundamentals have been done right on this Reddit post. And so that's the first thing that stands out to me, and that's why I wanted to cover this game, because all of the basics are done right, and the game has a really pleasing visual style, and I can tell what's going on. I've said this before in one of my other streams. Like, if you look at Slay the Spire, for example, its trailer, it really shows off, what the cards do and what the visual effects feel like. So you can see it's very clear. Well, it's because it's a GIF, it's a little hard to see, but you can see the text is very easy to read, and you can see that you drag the card to a certain area and it does a specific thing. The feedback looks really good. So just based on this GIF, I'm already like, I'm not necessarily going to buy the game, but I'm already convinced that if I like card games, or if I like tower defense games, or if just, whatever I think of the visual effects, maybe I'm not a fan of either of those genres yet, I'm convinced that it's worth taking a look at. And so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Steam Power. So it's going to come over here, and then I'm going to have to open Steam, I guess. While that's happening, CD2, I don't know what that means. Let's look at the Steam page. So, okay, generic music. The sounds don't feel... The worst part here is the sound. It just feels a little generic. It's not bad, it just feels a little generic. And so you can see here that the animations look a little too cartoony for my tastes. Like in the Reddit post, it looked a little more serious. That's not a deal breaker or anything. I think it'll be fine either way. Yep. Okay, so this is obviously a clone of Slay the Spire and how that works, and it doesn't, they didn't get the paper texture right, and they didn't have the visual. So like this part right here, if I was making this game, obviously this isn't released. Is this? Okay, okay, this isn't fully released. This is one of the, if you're going for visual polish step, this is one of the first things I'd work on. First of all, differentiate it from Slay the Spire, and second of all, just to make it look a little more custom. This looks really good. I really like this. I really like this character right here. I think the visual styling you've got here is really good, and obviously this card removal thing looks exactly like it does in Slay the Spire, more or less. But Slay the Spire is a good game, and I don't really mind that you're borrowing stuff from it, Yeah, you definitely have all of the visual effects looking really good, and that's something I like to see. And you've got like the this sort of click when you move between them. And so even though these are pretty obviously like default sounds, you use them too. I think this is the same as from the GIF we saw earlier. And one of the things I've seen on talks about how to make a Steam page is basically just make sure it's obvious that you're not just using assets and shipping whatever out there, that you've made custom stuff, that you've put time and money into the game. And even if it doesn't quite look finished, it's obvious that time, money, effort, all of these things have been put into the game, And there's a very consistent design style across the entire game, which doesn't always happen with indie games. There's the visual language is very clear. I mean, I don't know exactly how this stripey thing works, but it's obviously indicating some sort of targeting thing. The card interface looks easy to navigate. And these are all the things that are really easy to miss because it's hard to sort of put yourself in the mindset of like what would I be thinking of like trying my game, you know? I think the one thing is I don't know what CD2 means. Um, so maybe that means something to other people. It doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, the one thing here is I think you'd also want to add more tags. Roguelike deck builder, tower defense. I think that you can add more tags here. That's definitely something that might be worth working on. Let's look at this. Okay, so this looks pretty fun. It's sort of a farming game, I think. Okay. CD2 Candy's oh is it Candy Disaster? So the original one didn't have or did have cards? Okay, so CD stands for Candy Disaster. That's a little confusing, but fine. I mean, if you like the Candy Disaster game, I guess you get a second one, so that's cool. And then you've got just sort of yeah, and then this is again, it's not blowing anyone's socks off, but it's laid out pretty well. You've displayed that you have multiple games, so that if I'm someone who's really like maybe my budget is a little stressed, or I'm like really don't want to have games I don't like on my Steam list. People can be pretty selective, and so the idea that you have multiple games that you can show off, that's always good. And then yes, these feel like they have a compatible visual style. It's how do the reviews look? Uh, okay, well that's not great. This one's in Japanese. Let's see what this say. Okay, I can't read enough of this to tell you, but the Japanese player seems to like it. It's a tower defense no game. It's not for solid. Okay, sure. But yeah. Oh, 250 reviews. So this game's sold pretty well then. Yeah, this is all making me pretty confident that if I'm buying this game, if I'm looking at this game, I would want to buy it. Obviously, yep, similar to Slay the Spire, that makes sense. Okay, you've had two updates this month. That's a good sign. I don't know why this is here, but it's you like card games. Cage Disaster. Okay, I mean, this all seems reasonable. I don't really have anything to say about this other than that, like, it does what it needs to do. Very reasonable requirements in terms of your. Yeah, Super Tactics looks cool. Oh, it's not a Valor. I don't usually like those. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so basically everything I'm seeing here looks good. Let's go to my actual Steam install. Let's go find it. What was it called again? Trapmaster? Down the demo. So the demo is 1.2 gigs, so it shouldn't take too long to download. Update is now live. Okay. Okay, so I think the major place that this game could flop for me is just not explaining things very well. I think that you probably will explain things pretty well. That seems reasonable to me because everything else, like the way that you've done the visuals, is very clear and elegant. But if this game was going to flop, it would be, for me, it would either, when I start the actual game, it would either be that the challenge is just completely tuned wrong, or that you just have you're missing a bunch of explanations. So, well, it'll be downloaded soon. We'll find out. I think the other thing is that these sort of creatures are a little inconsistent with the in-game visual style, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but something to keep an eye on, I guess. Okay. We're getting pretty good download speeds. The fact that it is over a gigabyte implies that there's a lot of stuff here, and that could be that there's a lot of stuff that's actually fun, or it could be that there's a lot of stuff that just wasn't optimized for disk space correctly. Well, I guess I don't really have a way to check which one is which, but we'll see if this feels like sort of a complete experience or not. Okay. Ace Entertainment, CD2 Trapmaster, getting plenty of frames per second. Okay. What should I do? Okay, so this title screen looks a little generic. I don't know exactly what it's trying to communicate, and these very much look like sort of stock assets. I think you'd be served better by just some art. That seems like one of those things, like kind of like the this game's a little loud. It won't affect the gameplay too much, but it's one of the things that might be worth investing in as a last thing, the same as the Slay the Spire sort of overworld map. Settings menu. Looks like you've got traditional Chinese and English. I don't know why the frame rate cap's 40. You generally want it to be multiple of 15. These all look fine, other than I think the volume was a little high. Let's see. Credits. Okay, yeah, so producer Klaus. Like this art is really good. I think that you should use more of this sort of style art for the splash screen. Designers Yutong Wang and Hao Wu. Programmers Yulao, Seal Dai, Rudian, Wenquan Kai. Art director Bloodrock. Yeah, I like the art direction here, so that's good. UI art. Okay. Chu or VFX Sun. And yeah, music and stuff. Oh, there's actually no music for this, so I think that you should probably have, even if it's just an existing track, just have something for the credits. I really like this art. It's fun over here. You can see my mouse right now. Thanks for playing. Okay. I have not played yet, but sure. And let's start. Oh, it is a 3 mouse user. Okay, I see. Am I supposed to click? That's kind of creepy. Okay. New game. Okay, so I see why you didn't go with just stock splash art screen. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I have no idea what any of these cards do. Let's quickly see if I can. Okay, exhaust, ground. Okay. I don't know what any of this means. On and on. Okay. with this one. I'm just choosing at random. I think 7 probably is... Oh, you already did update this. This looks a lot better than in the trailer. Okay, so... Yeah. I think that I would definitely want to have at least a quick tutorial that explains what's going on before you jump into an actual run. But we'll see if we can figure this out. Okay, loading screens. Okay, I think this is on a hard drive, but for a card game, I feel like these loading screens are a little long. That's probably going to get annoying eventually. Okay, looks good. I like the basically all of the things here you've got look good. R? Does it just someone playing with a gamepad? I don't even know if the gamepad plugged in, so that's something I'll watch out for. I mean, I can plug in a gamepad, but currently I don't have one. And then I guess the enemies go from here. No, they go. Okay, they go that way. Okay, so I want to get in the way of their. Not on the wall. Okay. If I rotate it that way, then... Oh, can I move these two? Huh. Interesting. Wait, what is... So... Okay, let's just, Okay, so they're just... Let's just press R. I might... F confirm. Not on the road. Okay. How real time is this? Oh, just more spikes here. Okay, so it's basically real time with pause. There we go. Okay. And we've turned it now at a fixed rate. Okay, this is... I'm having fun so far. This is pretty cool. I wish it was it explained what the cards did before, like, you got to pick them, but so far I'm happy with my choice. Set secure trap. Inflict ongoing damage to him. What is this? Okay, I am out of balls. Short ball spike seems a little bit hard to use. Oh, and because these have a cooldown, I'm funneling them. Okay, so I'm funneling them inefficiently. Okay, so So, yeah, I'm not doing amazing this game, but, you know, I'm doing my best. I definitely survived here, I think. Where's the cooldown on... I can't see where the cooldown on, how long until you get two cards? +4 speed. That seems good. So you get like a +40. I have no way of... Okay, this loading screen, the The loading screen so far is easily the most annoying part. If you can minimize that in any way, like, or even just like a lot of roguelikes do like one long loading screen rather than a bunch of little ones. I don't know what it even is loading. Because you can just, like, I assume you could just have all of these assets in memory and then assemble them when you need to assemble them. So these are all going, so... Point to this. Wait, how does this... What? Okay, so that thing's faster now. Okay, so wait, does this literally just let me place small traps? Okay, let's see if that does anything. Oh, okay. So it... Yeah, gotcha. So it just like slows them down. And then I want to rotate it this way so it bounces them into the water, kills them. Reload my hand. Let's just put a second bounce mechanism. Because they seem to be going on this side exclusively. Fall spike here. So I know how to think of this spike on. So far, the bounce spring seems pretty good. Yeah. Cards. Okay, so that's the reload until you get new cards. I'm still not entirely sure what this thing does. It might be good. What's the range? More spike here. I really need spikes before that because it's well, I guess we're faster at this. Reload. Oh, I like that it automatically aligns that for me, that's nice. Yeah, I would not buy this game, and that's not because it's a bad game, it's just because I don't have a whole lot of money right now, but I think if this is the kind of game you're into, then this is easily worth the money. I assume this is going to be about 15-20 bucks. I think I might want more, like most tower defense games have sort of, pretty hand-authored levels. And these seem a little bit generic. But, you know, you're getting a roguelike, so you're getting a roguelike. That's just how it's gonna be. Shuriken Launcher. Sure. Oh, there's the loading screen after also. Okay. Cool. I don't know what that did. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay. Out of curiosity, why are there candies here? These do it. Okay, so does this half of the level do anything? Is that for other waves? Demon Spike, bounce mechanism, small spike here. Shrapnel spike here. That should work. And now I'm just gonna like have so many demon spikes in my deck, huh? Oh, this is not quite gonna work. Oh, I can get a new hand. Demon spike. Need more spikes. Like, no bounce mechanism. Oh, can't. I want to drag this right here, but I can't do that correctly. I need to... Okay. This is annoying. I wish this was fixed. Alright, let's make this better. We can do the gear downgrade here. And then more demon spike. More demon spike. Shuriken launcher. Oh, it needs to be on the wall. Okay. So this dinosaur is gonna... Yeah. Okay, it only does one damage, that's fine. Okay, now these guys are coming from the other side, which I'm not protected. These enemies are tough. I like that it just sort of decapitates. Oh wait, is my hand not ready yet? Okay, demon spike. Cards. Can't really upgrade anything that much anyway. Here? Yeah. I think I've covered things in pretty much entirely demon spikes, so it's hard to find new... Yeah? Well, not look pretty, but I did pass the level, I think. This is 9 out of 9. Yeah. Demon Spike seems good because it costs 0. I think I'm gonna lose more hearts here. These dinosaur guys are tough. Speed becomes 2 times doesn't make grammatical sense, but okay, whatever. Is this the only option I have? Okay. Bounce mechanism, dynamic spell, sharp ball spike. Oh, I guess I gotta start then. Oh, it's me right here. Okay, yeah. And then demon spike. And then 0 and reload. Demon spike. Let's go backwards for this moment. Does that improve all of my things? That's pretty good if it does. Okay, good. So maybe there's a help here. I think I want to get Shuriken Launcher so I can just like not play cards a little bit. I want Shuriken Launcher for this whole stretch, so that should be good. Okay, I don't like the way the music is moving here. Okay, this is like a weird like hiccup. I don't know exactly what happened. Oh shit, okay. Let's have in the wall. Launcher, so. Is there a way to pause without drawing, without like playing the card? Wait, why is there no menu coming up? Downstairs. I wish these guys had like some way of telling you how much health they had. I think he's dead here. Maybe? No? Probably not? Send me a new hand. I do want to keep playing this. Like, this is a good game so far. And I think this is a decent run for where I am in the game. Oh heck. Is this guy gonna try and destroy my block here? That would be bad. Hand should be ready almost soon. Chicken launcher. Yeah. Cool. Inscription. Treasure. Okay. Cool. I think this is like a rare card or something. Okay. Does this heal me? Yeah, okay, so... I don't know how to evaluate these cards. Let's try that. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, okay. Oh, press that, okay. So I'm gonna continue this game. Okay, so this one should be pretty hard, and I only have one life. So let's see what I can do. Oh, heck, there's two. Okay, so I want to build from the destination back. Oh, that doesn't work. Heck. That's not what I thought that would do. Okay. Okay. I might just bones. Okay, no, they're coming slowly enough that I can... Damn expel. Yeah, no, I'm just done. Oh, no, I gained... I healed a bunch, okay. Yeah, reload. Okay. Phenotypes, let's go. Being spike. Here. I don't think I can do that. I can put the strip over here. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay, I'm done. Oh, that thing flies? Okay, is that... I'm not entirely sure how the flying enemies work. I guess they just ignore spikes, but they do get bounced. Okay. Heal can. What does this do? Is this also moving on a wall? Do anything? Put that here. Launcher. Looks like I just barely survived this. Still have space on this wall too. Okay. That should be all. Okay, cool. Okay. My deck might be getting a little too thick. Okay. Try this. Confirm. Now, what is the inscription to again? Let's try that. Confirm now. That might be good. We'll see. I think I need the rest. Oh, and that. Okay. Okay, and continue. Boss. Okay, this is gonna heal me. We'll find out. Okay. Shuriken there seems like an easy choice. Hidden spike here. And let's go. Contact mechanism. Let's see. I guess this candidate guy can't. Purple spike. Here seems. Your damage seems good. Hidden spike. Here. I think I don't want to pass. That card. Can I collect that coin? Okay, so I think I'm just dying to this. Oh my god, it's so pixelated. Okay. We'll just click. Okay. Select one card. Sure. Oh, just boots me back into. Okay, it doesn't. Interesting. So it just kicks you back to the start of a new run. It just sends you back to the menu. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but it's certainly an interesting decision. So that's my basic impressions of Trapmaster. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of competence on display. A lot of decisions made well. Um, I think that there's somehow something that doesn't grab me in quite the way that, like, say, the Slay the Spire does. I think that's mostly that it's hard to make synergies. So, and also just because you can't. Well, maybe there is a pause button. I just didn't find it. But you don't really get to plan, which is, I think, part of the fun of what do you call it? Part of the fun of tower defense games, because you have to, like, to get new cards, you have to get rid of your old cards, and you have limited information about, like, waves and stuff. I think that there's definitely going to be an audience for this game. Um, it does a lot of things. It does a lot of things right. It looks pretty. Um, I think that what I would the first thing I'd probably improve is just make sure that there's like a fiend folio or whatever, so I can read what each of the enemies does, and have a tutorial or a practice room or something like that where I can like sort of learn how to use the cards better. And that's especially important because this is mostly a real time game, so I can't just like spend, if I'm in Slay the Spire, for example, I can spend 5 minutes mathing out exactly what my next turn will look like. Whereas this, it's, I either figure it out or I die. I think that I'd recommend like checking this game out because it has a lot of interesting ideas. I don't know that I'd buy it in its current state at the very least, but um, I don't know. Maybe the other one is. What does the other game look like? The first Trapmaster game, or Candy Disaster, I guess. Is it also real time with pause? It looks like it's not real time with pause. It looks like you just place things and then the enemies go. I like the real time with pause a lot as a concept. It just seems like it's, well. First of all, you basically have to drag a card down to pause it, and you can't just drag any card. You need to have a card that like you can actually cast. So I feel like I would rather just have a pause function just that's really accessible, or even like have an option to pause the game every time you do a new hand, so you can sort of get to grips with all of your options. 30 traps. Let's read the reviews here. Just out of curiosity. Okay, yeah, tower synergy isn't really there. Yeah, okay. Okay, so most of the things I pointed out here are problems in the original game. So the audio is a little weird. Um, Synergies are hard. I mean, this game, like the previous entry in the series, sold what, like 1,000 copies based on the reviews. So that's something. I think this game is going to do all right. This new game, but those are basically my thoughts on it. Thanks for putting it out. It is fun. I had fun playing it. I don't know that I'll come back without a substantive update. There's not something about it that like Slay the Spire. The reason you come back, it's like, oh well, I could get this other build and I could try this other thing, or maybe this is a challenge. Like I had one of the Slay the Spire characters, and then because of how random the hand drawing mechanic feels, it doesn't feel like I can quite hone my skill. So if I'm thinking about like if I would I come back to this game to get better at it? No. So it's sort of missing a reason to invest time in it, I think. But um, it seems like you've got an audience, and it seems like the audience is more or less happy. So what do I know, All right, I think this will be all for the moment. Um, or just do a new stream or something. Hmm. Yeah, I thought this would take longer. Anyway, all right, that'll be all tonight. Thanks for watching.